That is good. I love this poem, and I love to give credit where credit's due. But I Googlated and I Googlated and I Googlated, and I could find this all over the place, but author unknown. The poem is titled, Be Thankful. Be thankful that you don't already have everything you desire. If you did, what would you have to look forward to? Be thankful when you don't know something, for it gives you the opportunity to learn. Be thankful for the difficult times. During those times, you grow. Be thankful for your limitations because they give you opportunities for improvement. Be thankful for each new challenge because it will build strength and courage. Be thankful for your mistakes. They will teach you valuable lessons. Be thankful for you're tired and weary because it means you've made a difference. It's easy to be thankful for the good things. A life full of rich fulfillment comes to those who are also thankful of the second. Gratitude can turn a negative into a positive. Finding a way to be thankful for your troubles, and they will become your friends. That's beautiful. Whoever wrote it, maybe it was written by God. I don't know. So here we are, the last Sunday of November. That's a little shocking, isn't it? Wasn't it just Easter? I don't know. But this has been a month of looking at letting go and renunciation. We looked at being a servant. In this week, on the precipice of this time of Thanksgiving, we're looking at gratefulness. Now, I use this title, gratefulness, because it's not the common word we use. We use thanksgiving, we use grateful or thankful, or even thanksgiving. But gratefulness, I looked it up, and it's the feeling of gratitude within. So it's that feeling that comes from within of being grateful. I like that. Now, in honor of Thanksgiving and in honor of my 1 year, last Sunday was my 1 year anniversary of being here. Thank you. We're going to do it completely differently than we've ever done it before. Meaning this is the last title slide that has writing on it that you're going to see. Because what Owen and I did is we went out to you and we talked to a few of our congregants to find out what they're grateful for. And we learned a lot. So let's begin.
Gratitude is really a central part of my life. I have a knack for finding things that displease me. I can walk into a room and notice. And what I do is, before I get out of bed every morning, I go through a list of all the things I'm grateful for. And what that does for me is it spreads a carpet of the reality of my life, how blessed I am. And so as I get up and go through the day, if I notice anything that's not quite right, it's so small in comparison to the reality of my life that really my experience is transformed through that. It's just, it's wonderful. And I do the same thing when I go to sleep, and I sleep so much better, knowing that I'm just enfolded in blessings and love and everything that I need.
Today we're given the gift of this day. Just as it is. And as Owen shared, if we can begin our day by listing what we're grateful for, it gives us something to venture out in. Just like whatever we put on to wear. It's like what we take out into the day. And then this day is whatever we make it. Whatever's going to unfold this day is ours to direct, allow, and to be. And the first choice is if this day is a gift, why don't we relate to it with gratefulness? Grateful for the day that we have this ability to see the amazing colors. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you have a camera and you focus in on something, that's all you see. That doesn't mean that everything else has disappeared. You just focus on that little tiny spot. That's what we do with our troubles. We focus in on that little problem in our life, or that issue, or that pain, or that diagnosis, or that judgment. And it has such an just has no power over the whole, because all we need to do is zoom out and see that issue is amongst this sea of beautiful people. This gorgeous autumn day outside. And the expression, wow, like overnight, trees turn yellow or red or brown. I was in Landa Park, and we were walking around, and it was a little drizzly, and it was just gorgeous. And there was a yellow tree. And then right behind it was a green tree. And then right behind that was a huge cypress, a burst of orange. And it was like, wow, right in front of me, autumn expressing. Now, how significant is it the fact that it was raining? Or that I stubbed my toe? Or that I've been healing from this back issue? It has no power over the wonder and the magical miracle of this amazing day. And therein lies our journey to discover the gratitude within. Again, it's an inside job.
I am grateful for my Eli and Jack and my parents. I'm thankful for the school I go to and the bed I sleep in.
Okay, Jack.
What's the best thing that happened to you this week?
I go to school.
To school. And what's your favorite thing at school?
Drawing.
I love drawing. And what did you draw this week?
A dinosaur.
Really? Well, we love dinosaurs, don't we? Good.
I'm grateful for Jack, and I'm grateful for Fisher. I'm grateful for Mom and my dad. And I'm grateful for my mom because she's always there to support me. And I'm grateful for Jack for making me laugh. And I'm thankful for Fisher for being my friend. And I'm thankful for my dad for being there.
Well, I'm grateful for all the usual things like family and my friends and my health. I'm grateful for my job because it challenges me all the time. I'm grateful to be free and live in a free country, be an American. I'm really grateful for these boys and all the lessons that they teach me all the time. But I think one thing I wanted to mention is I'm really grateful for the adversity that I've gone through in my life because I feel like it has really turned me into the strong woman that I am today, and has taught me so many lessons about life and who I really am. So I would say that that's something I'm grateful for.
What a beautiful family. And as we know from that poem, from what Katie just said, thank you. I have had this brain freeze situation today where it's like, oh, let's say that, whatever. Anyway, thank you. It's nice to meet you, Katie. Adversity, just like that moment right there. Now, I could beat myself up and just tear myself down because I forgot Katie's name. Or I can breathe in, and I can laugh at myself. And I can laugh at myself a lot because I make those kind of mistakes on a regular basis. Just to keep me light on my feet. Just to keep me smiling. And there are times when being challenged comes up. Like when I hurt my back and experienced horrible pain. And within that, I test how willing am I to be fully present with what is. It's a lot easier to just be with it than it is to resist it or fight it or deny it. Unfortunately, it's better with drugs, with paying someone to poke me with needles, paying someone to adjust my body, physical therapy, who are delightful to give you exercises that you have to do again and again and again. And I'm grateful because I have the willingness to do what I need to do. Do the exercise. Just do it. And then when I'm over, it's the longest time before I have to do them again. Yay! So we can face anything in our lives by opening ourselves to being grateful for being alive, being grateful for being teachable, for grateful to have enough strength, enough wisdom, enough energy to do what we're called to do. And that is life. And it gives us the opportunity to embrace and open to whatever God has in store for us today. Because we have an active participation in creating our day, but we're also provided and given all that we need.
Mary and I were volunteering for Meals on Wheels, and that's how we met. I had a knee replacement, and Meals on Wheels was bringing me food while I was recovering for that, and I thought I needed to go down there and volunteer at Meals on Wheels to pay them back. And I was loading stuff in her car, and I shut her trunk, and there her eyes were meeting mine, and I knew right then that I had to go with her. We have been there for each other, and I just don't think I could have made it without her.
It's a blessing that as we extend ourselves in service, we open ourselves to realize that we might find companions. We might source ourselves to, I feel so good doing this activity, I'm going to do it again and again and again. Because we can't outgive God. I dare you to try. But we can't outgive God. God's always giving to us, giving us everything we need to give God away. And since God's eternal, we don't really give God away. We share the God with us with the God in others. So when we take on a position of being of service to others, we're taking on the opportunity to extend God in us to others. And this happens when we find community or a partner, a loved one, a family to walk through life together. Because in the little tiny bit we got from Charlie and his life with Mary, or with Katie and her kids, and the life they create together. And it's not the life that's going to come, it's right now. Get ready because we're leaving for church. It's Sunday morning. We've got to get in the car. Let's go. You know how it goes? I know how it goes. Just getting myself in the car sometimes is a little challenging. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we do what we do with loved ones, with friends, with the power of intention to give God.
One of the things I'm feeling the most about the relationship with Christopher is to be in the moment and to be now. That I so appreciate having unconditional love. It's much, much easier being a grandmother than being a mother. And that relationship is so special. And we've just had the time, just the two of us, to appreciate that and to just be in the moment.
This year in particular, I'm very grateful because of my transformation that I've gone through within the last year. I've seen a lot of personal growth, and so I'm very grateful that I was able to take those steps forward in my life and come into a new understanding of who I am. And I'm grateful for all the people that are supporting me through all of that, through that self-discovery phase, because it's very important to have people you love next to you on your journey.
Now, this church, my friends here have made all the difference in my life, and I am grateful.
Very grateful for everything that I experience here, walking through those doors on Sunday, being on the board, having a part of everything. It just is very rewarding, and I love to give back, so I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
I don't know about you, but when I watch these video interviews, I fall in love with the people again. Because of that just frank, honest, authentic sharing. And as we share ourselves, that's what we experience from each other. Because we extend our understanding. We listen. It's very powerful when we just close our mouth and listen. Because if you look at everyone here and everyone we meet outside, each person has so much experience. We can engage with people and we can never know everything about another person. But looking into their eyes and seeing the resonance of that expression is so magical. So extend yourself. Be there for another. Whether it's your grandmother, your partner, your children, your grandchildren, or the person you're sitting next to right now, or sitting across the room with right now. We're part of a movement of awakening, a movement of spiritual, personal transformation. We're not here because we're sissies. We're here because we've stepped into, we're going to do it because it's important to us. And I know that it's important to you. And when I'm broken, I get support. When I'm sad, there's someone to listen. And when you're sad, I'll listen. I'll sit with you no matter how you are. Because I love you just the way you are. And that's a blessing. And part of what I can be grateful for in each and every day.
One of the things that I'm most grateful for in Unity is the ability to include others. I think that this is so important because my family is a picture of rainbow colors. I have gay parents, a gay older daughter. I am also gay, and we have got different cultures. My soon-to-be daughter-in-law is Mexican and Black, and we exercise that inclusivity, and we hold the space and open sharing with each other to support one another in what happens outside of our family, what happens outside of the walls of a Unity church. And we really breed that inner knowing and that truth that fortifies the strength of who we really are, to give us the ability to show up authentically in our individual expressions, and when we're facing challenges, when things are coming at us. So I think that in unity and in that understanding, I am just so grateful, because otherwise I think there would be something missing in the challenges that we face as our family. You know, if we're dealing with hate crimes toward the LGBTQ community, or something that we don't understand in a racial divide, we have the opportunity to have that open discussion and support one another, and actually be a demonstration of acceptance and love and healing and wholeness. I couldn't be more grateful for anything than that.
Yeah. So we can open ourselves and be grateful and stand in our strength when something's coming at us. But also, we can stand in that same place when something from our past, some assumption, some judgment, some bias comes up to challenge our belief. We can believe whatever we want to believe. But when a belief comes up that jangles our new understanding, we need to do something with it. And sometimes we need to reason it out, or have someone we can comfortably talk about. This is how I used to look at this, and now I'm looking at it this way. And I'm having trouble balancing me in it. And that's a wonderful conversation that we can have. And it's a gift to be able to share our vulnerability. It's a gift to be able to share our strength for another. To be accepting and embracing. And we have a principle of diversity. Come as you are. Just as you are into this sanctuary, and believe what you believe, and let's grow and learn together. And as each of us learns something new, we can actually share it from a place of authenticity. Just like listening to these wonderful video interviews that touch our hearts, because we can relate to the truth, even if what they're saying isn't part of our own experience.
My experience of the world that I grew up in was that they were very supportive as long as I did what I was expected to do. If I expressed myself in ways that they didn't understand, I was no longer supported. And here I feel like I'm being supported for being myself as I am right now. And that's a tremendous blessing. And I'm very grateful for that.
We bring everything to this moment just as we are. I realized that on November 4th, that was on in my 31st anniversary. So I've been with Owen for exactly half of my life. And I'm still learning so much from the wisdom that he has. We do learn from each other. It's one of the best touchstones we have for choosing anew. accepting and embracing. And anything from the past that doesn't work for us, we can simply let go of it. Just like clothes that we don't fit into anymore. Like, I held on to my Boy Scout uniform for years because it's just so cute. I don't fit into it anymore, and I never will. So what I did is I took a picture of it, and then I gave it away. Because I can bring with me the memory of being a Boy Scout. The ability to tie a knot. Thank you, Boy Scouts. I love being able to tie knots. And I can tie knots that don't slip or are intended to slip and then stay tight. All because of that journey of learning from others. I didn't just channel it and all of a sudden I could tie knots, or Gwen just channel it and all of a sudden you can teach for the ivories on the piano. It's got to be something you learn. Life is a process of learning, relearning, choosing again, and being true to ourselves. What a blessing. If we do this journey like this today, then we could look at today as the first and only day of our life. And when we come to the end of this day, we can look back and say, wow, I'm grateful for this and that and for the sun and for my ability to be present in what is. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit within me. Thank you for the gratefulness that lives within me, the attitude of gratitude that moves me through my life.
What I am most grateful for and thankful for is my guardian angel, or the power that watches over all of us, and all of us can relate to or dig into if we just do it.
That's wisdom. All we need to do when we're embracing the divine, whatever we call it, guardian angel, goddess, God, substance, principle, Jesus, it doesn't matter what name you give it. I would choose a name you can remember. And then allow that presence to guide us. And as Charlie said, we can dig into it. Because it's digging into it through ourselves. And then we extend God to others, and we embrace God from others. And therein lies our journey, either alone, with loved ones and family, with friends, and in community. And all of that is under the umbrella of gratefulness. So let's take this into meditation now. As we settle in, relax, and breathe, we allow the Unity singers to bring us here in music.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary. Lord, teach our children to stop the fighting. Start you lightly, live as one. Let's get together, loving forever, sanctuary for prepare me, be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving, I'll be your living sanctuary. Step out on the water, release your faith. Every step is stronger. Step out on the water.